All right, I believe I'm doing it. Oh my days. That was stressful. Setting this up was stressful. And look, I haven't even dug into my Negroni. Okay, actually, none of you know that I'm live, so I might as well, I suppose, post this thing first, see how many of you log in, and then we're gonna do this. Okay, so first of all, I'm gonna have to go on my laptop quickly. Oh dear, this is long. I don't know how you people do it. I don't know, like, it makes me appreciate professional streaming so much. Right, so let's post this. Okay, actually, none of you know that I'm live, so I might as well, I suppose, post this thing first, see how many of you log in, and then so I'm gonna turn this off, go like, let's go. Okay, that should be it. Seems like that's working, that's good. Okay, I'm just gonna change to this now. So inshallah, it should all show there as me just, you know, playing the game. God damn it, moments like this make me appreciate streaming so much. Streamers, you know, like y'all really are doing, especially you by yourselves. I guess you have the setup set like already done, so it doesn't take that much to just sit down and just do it. But yeah, for me, it's every time. I'm still learning and I'm still trying to figure it out. And yeah, as you can see, sometimes it's a bit long. Right, just gonna like triple check that everything is working. Also, please, of course, chat with me. You know, let's do this together, etc. Right. I'm sorry if you've tuned in and there's like a bit of still of an admin thing going on. Look, the Doom is ready. Negronis are too. I think the heating is on a bit too much, so I might turn that off. But we'll stop faffing and we'll actually get on with why you're here, which is games and politics. Okay. Yes, no, that seems to be working. I'm very happy. Okay. I might as well. I might as well have it on since a few of you might have questions, which would be fantastic. All right, that's that. I have a few quotes ready. We're going to be talking, you know, I suppose what us as Radical Left should be expecting in months to come, or which we should be prepared for as well. Again, we're all in stagnation, sort of seeing what's going to happen next, and you know, sometimes I'm motivated, sometimes I'm absolutely hopeless. But you know, I just want to sort of think about how we can begin planning for what's to come in months and years to come, really, because this is potentially a very, very important moment. Right, so before any of that, I'm going to turn off the heating because I'm sweating in here. Cool, so one moment with that. I guess I still have to take the mic off. Please feel free to message me if you know if there are any issues, etc. I believe you should be hearing like a bit of the Doom music sound and then me as well. Let's hope it all works. Right, heating's off. I think I can begin to actually get on with this then. It's so, again, it feels so frivolous to be playing games, you know, entertaining the crowd or all of these things. I mean, I suppose this is something that I would be doing anyways, and I might as well just do it with you guys. And as I say, sort of, I guess, scheme of what could be coming next. But no doubt, I see around me, you know, all the actual heroes out there in the streets and also in shops and in hospitals and, you know, the cleaning staff, etc. Really making the wheels turn in this you know, odd capitalist system that we're all in a part of. And then there we are, like, gaming is booming, and I'm somehow in this industry, and I know I'm trying to make it better, make it 10 years ago we didn't necessarily have a progressive force in this, and now we do, and that's fascinating to be a part of that. But at all times, especially, since I take modes of production so seriously, and I think of, now we're talking about the heroes, etc., but we don't talk about the heroes who made all this stuff even happen, people that are creating the hardware, etc. And yeah, I just at all times feel like a hypocrite, and I suppose it's healthy as long as it's not stagnating, but don't you be under any illusions that, I feel this kind of, like a very uneasy walk to line between cynicism and I suppose feeling quite paralyzed as to what could be doing next. Of course, I do my bits. I that's how I exercise every day. Is I go out and like deliver groceries and stuff to my local neighbors. We have amazing mutual aid groups. I'm like on my bike, sort of getting bits from. Do you have it from that shop or from that shop? So like I'm a little courier on my street, and that's nice. But well, is that all there is? And so I'm thinking about what would be the ways for us to protest in this particular environment. Just before I kick off, I do want to kind of read one quote that was written by a pal and kind of gave me a lot to think about. Obviously, I'll be gaming, but Doom is a sort of game that it'll be quite tricky to talk politics and play at the same time. Though I'm gonna try. I did that with Quake, and Quake is even faster. But yeah, so I was thinking, how does direct action look without being allowed to congregate? Historically, all social movements have relied on it so heavily because it was possible and unimaginable to do it otherwise. So we need a set of tactics, and quite soon. And a pal of mine wrote, which I thought was really, really inspiring: sabotage, graffiti, and other defacement, bumper strikes, dead drops, synchronized distributed action, digger diving, cyber occupations, ludism, rent strike, slowdowns, lockouts, sickens, popular non-obedience, reverse strikes, vehicle blockades, nights of war, days of soap. I just think this is so beautiful, and yeah, I guess there are still sets of tactics of what could we be getting on with, and I'm hoping that we will. So none of you are putting any kind of comments that would make me think that anything is going wrong, so that makes me quite optimistic. My hope is that you can hear the music, a little bit of the Doom. That's the hope, but please let me know if you don't or something's too loud, because not gonna lie, because of basically my webcam playing up, and actually only my second webcam in the end working. Thank you so much for the person who got me that. You'll know who you are. I was just really, really rushing to do this, and I was a bit late, and so I'm not really sure about the audio levels, but hopefully all is good. Right, okay, this stuff is strong. Like, I'm amazed me and Rowan are able to do Anarcho-Agonions with sipping Negronis, because like this is pure spirits basically. It's gin, vermouth, and Campari. And I have no idea how we're ever staying sober. No music. Okay, that's good to know. Thank you so much, Shalev. Okay, I need to look into that. And that was the bane of my life previously. Actually, if someone knows, that would be really helpful. Maybe I won't even do it now, but essentially I need to make desktop audio work. And my understanding was that this is it. But now I'm realizing that not necessarily. Oh God, I'm so sorry. This is kind of a bit. Right, I'm gonna say it's this, and hope for the better, for the best. No, it's not. God damn it. Oh no. Because yeah, it'd be best if you... Oh, it's quite low! Oh, it's there! Okay, so that's the thing. That's what I was worried, that it's not there. Okay, so it is there. Fine. Okay. God, that's why you scared me. I thought that it's not there at all. Okay, yeah, it's there. Okay, fine. Cool. Let's do this then. Oh, I got scared that it was not there at all. No, it's fine. It's there. So it's not... but it's not like too. Well, let's see. Okay, let's just play and see, and then Shalev, being the legend that it's that he is, he will inform me. It's good now. Fantastic. Let's do this shit. Guys, I'm a scrub. I'm not great, okay? And especially I'm terrible at the jumps. So, which is kind of embarrassing because I'm sick at Quake. But okay, let's do this. And I haven't done this bit. I want to say that I have... Okay. Ooh, so this is a tricky bit, right? Because I know that there's a secret that I'm meant to find out, and I'm not really sure where it is. Sorry, I'm just gonna move the laptop a wee bit. This just in case I gesticulate too much. And let's frag some people. I just won against the first boss. So yeah, you see, I'm sort of... Oh, I think I'm meant to pick that up, and then it goes up, and I don't really know how to get that set. Oh! Okay. Oh, well. Right. So, and then I'm somehow meant to get that guy, and I just don't know how to do that. I was actually even Googling that, but so it's possible that I'm not gonna get the secret. My apologies, it's a bit embarrassing. Because I'm quite keen on to get the secret. You see, I'm like playing like a Quake player, so I'm still aiming for the lower part of their bodies. That's in Quake, you know, you always do. You're meant to, oh, I'm definitely wasting rockets here. Hello! So yeah, in Quake you're meant to aim rockets at the bottom of the player. Again, look, I'm playing pretty much in the second easiest mode. Oh. So the fact that I haven't died yet is not bad. And I'm some health, guys. Oh yeah. No, that's it. There we go. First try. We're gonna get better. Also, let me know if my mascara is really down. Yes! Oh, I'm glad I'm selling Doom. To be fair, there's too many jumpy bits for me. So I'm not like, I feel like the first Doom, well, the first of the new Dooms was better. This one's just too much to look at, and honestly, I don't think it benefits from that. Oh, look at the graphics of this. This is kind of fun though. And you'll see there's too many different sorry, I should have turned off my Thank God, Linus, my beloved friend, is not sending me anything to inappropriate. I'm just wasting rockets here. I really should calm down. I also really admire people that can like, that can use the numbers, and that's how they get weapons. However, I find that my finger senses, well, my hands are too small, so I just can't get the numbers a lot of times. Yes, go. Oh. Yummy. Yummy. Again, let's not forget I'm a stubborn and playing as like second and I'm wasting rockets. Yeah. I mean, we're gonna be talking about politics only in the respite. Continue running, and I'm not running, and that was my mistake. Ah! That was my mistake. I should have continued running. Okay, so down the game audio. Fine. Good. Thank you so much, Elef. Really, honestly, you're saving me here a lot. Right, just take it down about 20%. That's what I've done. Hopefully that will do the trick. Load checkpoint, let's go. Disaster Bites. Thank you so much for logging in. You are. I hope my cards have been getting to you safely and stuff. Yes, as I say, I still to this day prefer the first one because I haven't found anything about them. The movement in this one is better when on the ground, but some of the... Oh, okay, that was beautiful to be fair. Oh, yeah, now everyone is happy. Where are you? I've seen ya. Where'd you go? Where did you go? Again, in this game, you can never stop, right? You can always stop. So, the 2 times I've died was when I stopped. Yes, that was crazy. Where are you? Where is the big guy? Run out of ammo too much again to show my spreadness. So they got rid of the chainsaw as... Oh, that was kind of beautiful. I'm forgetting that happens like that. It's a very new one. Blood punch, I never know. Oh! Yeah, no, that's sick. But again, like, I am just kind of mashing buttons, like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I know that I have the grenade with my mouse. I can access that. And also the fiery thing. But so much of this, like, I am just using the wheel instead of using the actual choice of the weapons, for instance, right? Which again is something that the players would... Oh, thank you. There is that function, of course, that is Q when you can choose weapons, but I always find that that's too slow for me, and by that point, like, I'm dead. Where are those guys? And then, yeah, I'm meant to somehow get that extra life there somewhere, but I didn't expect it. Alright, let's just finish this particular room, and then I'll feel like... Come on. Die. Kill you guys in. Thoughts and opinions. Wait, I saw that. How did I miss that? Freaking scrub. So other people that I know are playing this on pad. I cannot imagine how you can do that. This pad hardly even has that many buttons, right? Where am I getting shot from? Oh, hello. I don't fully understand the lore. Yeah, okay, that's just pornography. That's right, so if I do that... Oh, no, I want to get the secret. Oh, really? I have no weapons for you, dude. Okay, I need to get them on. Right. That's their secret. Is that it? Okay, should we try and get that secret, guys? I'm gonna try and jump that one just one more time. That guy. So my understanding is if I jump there and just sort of turn, that should do the trick. Yes! Cute. However, I still don't really understand how I'm meant to get to that guy. Wait, can I? Can I just fall in there? Sure. Sorry, this is the boring bit where I'm trying to get lore and it's not really interesting to look at. So yeah, on my trips because again, I mean, mostly me and Rowan are social distancing, of course, and I'm not seeing people at all. Like, I think it's Big 16 thingy. But when we are out there, the mood is really tense. I don't know why I can't make that jump anymore. So I want to fall in there, basically. I'm really disappointed to see how many people have like really short tempers and are shouting at service staff and stuff like this. As you can imagine, for me that's like the most. There is no, I can't make that jump. It's so sad. Because yeah, I know I need to go there. However, I just want to see if I can fall into that guy. Because I believe there's this, oh no, but look, if there's that there, no, then there's no point. Okay, then I did that for no reason, maybe. Fine. Okay, so we're gonna go where we're meant to go. Yeah, so it's incredibly depressing, of course, because maybe we'll come back, because I can't keep secrets. Because again, as a good anarcho, right? I think, look, if we were left to our own devices, of course people have decency and manners, and somehow, you know, we would get through a crisis like this. And yet, seeing just how much bad faith people seem to have at each other, especially like again, as always, like not towards the rich, right? But towards each other, and it's really depressing. I sort of always hope that the trips outside will somehow make me inspired, and but increasingly I feel like, yeah, I just live in such a bubble. Alright, now I am a little bit lost. So it's like 50 meters. Aha! There we go. Maybe there?
My brothers and sisters, let's help to make our friends' transition into their new world a comfortable one.
I know, have you guys been finding it? Like, is there a lot of solidarity where you are? I guess I should somehow make Ballista better. Hold mouse U to charge up an energy projectile, then bends in demons, and then explodes. Yes. Chin chin. Cool, we went through that over, so that's cool. I'm not paid by the company, but I should be. No, I still feel like such a scrub. So yeah, right now I suppose this is the time for people that can't even afford to really create the type of communities that they can to where they are close by. Historically, I've been really pissed off with the term community because a lot of people that can afford to be in a community already like have stable housing and can afford to like live in one place for a long time, etc. Right? So to me, it's a very unconvincing concept. Okay, that was the idea of a community even existing. Wow, how to get that? I'm gonna have to go find out. Should I go back and see if anything's open? I really want to do that. However, the places where we are at right now will be interesting to. And how do I open any of this? Okay, look at the map, right? Oh yeah, I want to. Well, I guess we'll go there eventually. But how do I get those extra lives, etc.? There's something there. What's that? Again, apologies, this is a bit fatty. I just can't leave things unturned. Wait, have we been here? Okay, last time, seriously, this is not working out. I can't jump into those. No, somehow this is meant to go down. I just have no idea how. Maybe someone does. Yeah, get the secrets, right? Like, I'm all about the secrets and want them. I just don't understand how to get to them. I mean, again, I could pull with this stuff, but it's a bit tricky. One more time. Okay, I believe we got that guy. Yeah, we went up there, we got that. I have no idea how to get that guy. There's somehow... Okay, I'm gonna try and make that jump just one more time, just so that we can go inside, okay? Just because I'm curious. If there's something I can open from the other side. Okay, so... Dump. Why can't I make the jump again? This is so frustrating. Okay, one more time. I don't understand. I did it once, why can't I do it again? Scrub! Scrub! No, okay. I'll stop soon, I promise. Yeah, no, I can't make that jump again. I don't know what's wrong with me. Probably pathetic. Okay, let's focus. I'm doing it. I'm trying to get on top of that. Alright, let's do this. Nope. I can't. Which is ridiculous because we've done it once, right? Yep. No, I feel really dumb. Look, guys, you probably are more interested in looking at shoot stuff, so probably not gonna try again. Bye, cool room. I failed you. I don't really understand how to get this there. Yeah. Okay. 1, 2. 1, 2. No, sorry. I'm pathetic. So housing, as always, seems to be the most optimistic place right now to attempt to organize. I've been really, really encouraged to see the level of and the front strikes that have been happening, especially in the United States. I'm fascinated to see and I wonder why in US somehow those movements seems to have more of a momentum. Maybe it's more difficult to okay. Ooh, nice. Oh damn it. Suzuki or something? So yeah, so for instance, even so it was nice, you know. So for instance, I was talking about the mutual aid groups that we got. Again, they're just WhatsApp groups. Ah! Just think about again anarchism too much. But if you can literally, so how people start them a lot of the time is that you just get a flyer and you just post it to your neighbor's house. And then I guess where you start, and then you call it maybe 1 mile radius, sort of, or whatever is the closest building or street perhaps around you. So ours is, I don't want to reveal our address, but it's like off X lane, you know, and that's our particular one. And the way that it started is that someone posted a bunch of flyers, be like, hey, do you want to be added? Text this number. And now there's just, a lot of kind of scheming happening on those, or you can just do it in your office, well, like, or sorry, your building block or whatever, right? I love ya, kisses. And then we believe, so the sort of literature that I've been reading from the anarcho block has been that we're going to be utilizing these.
My brothers and sisters, let's help to make our friends transition into their new world a comfortable one.
You know, do stuff like eviction resistances and yeah. But yeah, community is a dodgy term, and I'm only warming up to it very, very recently. Because as I say, it's a privilege to even be a part of one. Right, I know the Chuga coming. That's a new enemy. Okay, and now I need to focus because I don't want to, again, be such a scrub like I was last time. And you're like, whamming. So for instance, if I press that, I'm out of ammo, guys. It's not looking great. End well. Let's go. The game has mercy on me. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay, so we've gone around. That gives me hope that we'll be able to somehow get that guy. All right. Let's see. Can I go up? Wait. Okay. So now, if we go back, theoretically, yes, there we go. Yes, I got the extra life. Ooh! Oh, you're still alive. Poor lad. These are used for health, mostly. Are we still gonna try and get the stuffs? Nah. I I need some sort of key for this, and I don't know what that key is yet, so... Anyways, we've got the extra health, that's important. Yeah, you see, it's all about these keys, and I don't know what the keys are. So yeah, so it's also, obviously, we live in such huge privilege that myself and Rowan are still able to somehow, you know, even do an Aquagonions from where we are and stuff like this. Because you wouldn't be surprised that people, even in self-isolation, are extremely horny. Or even maybe more than usual. Right, so which way are we going? Back on this side there. Maybe one below. We'll see if we can get that one. The Labour Party movement in okay, so guys, seriously, so how do I get that key now? Because look, if I look at that bit there, it shows that I can't. It's something to do with this somehow. Oh, yes, there we go. Okay, 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 now I see, now I see, now I see. Okay, okay, no, alright, so I'm gonna have to use those guys. You see, so this is what I'm saying, and this is why Doom frustrates me. Like, used to be just a lot of shooting, right? And all these puzzles and all this like jumping, which is like, fine, it's there, but I don't know, I'm just... Oh, okay. Like, I just think it's a... Like, to me, it just takes out the fun, like, I just want to frag people. Right. Buff Totem. Buff Totems increase the speed and damage of nearby demons. Buff demons will endlessly spawn until the buff totem is destroyed. I got no idea what any of these means. Melee the totem to remove the buff on the demons. I guess it will tell me what it is. Oh, thank you for celebrating me getting the secret! But I mean, yeah, again, just look at this game. It is just beautiful, like it's pulsing. But that's, and the past there, I mean, honestly, I can't look at this without getting a little bit horny, which is probably issues. That's just, oh my god. Okay, okay, yeah, I'm just gonna continue with the game, because this is inappropriate now. I'm gonna put a mark to this. Right. Ooh! I was prepared to die more, so actually I'm not too... Ah, extra life, fine. This is the extra life that we picked up, by the way. And I don't know what I'm so this is so... These guys are really annoying. They want to chill. They need like plasma going for it. Which time lasts. Yeah, and because I can tell that the game is just helping me. Oh wait, it was with these guys that some sort of buff something I need to do, right? It's with these guys. I'm just being quite random with my shots, and I think yeah, I This is bad! Run! I have nowhere to run! This is bad! Ah! I just hope the save wasn't too far. I don't even know why I lost that. I think I was kind of like thinking, oh okay, and so where was I going with anarchist praxis, etc. Okay, no, the save is actually not too bad. Okay, let's now think about this. What weapons do we have? We have shotgun and heavy cannon left. So why don't we just like really so go from weakest to strongest, because as always that's how the enemies go as well. It's very pixelated in the stream. Apologies for that. Maybe I'll turn off the Wi-Fi here. Don't know if that does anything. Also, on Wi-Fi, I don't know if you noticed this. I wonder if you guys have. They've been like all over our neighborhood because everyone is using it so much. They've been weakening our Wi-Fi. Okay, I promise I'll be talking better praxis after I'm done with these guys, because essentially I'm here for the action, but we're also here to see it well. It's bad. I think the little ones, guys, I don't know. This is bad. I got no ammo whatsoever. Yeah, no, this. Alright, I'm actually gonna focus. I also really liked, and I remember I was saying how I was considering not playing this game for a while, but actually quite enjoyed the way that Bethesda announced that the game is going to be delayed. Like they were, for the first time, we're seeing companies using the. So I'm going to open the window a little bit. Oh no! I put my candle. Sorry, I need to put that one again. They were saying we just don't want our workers to crunch, which is I feel like that language for the first time is being used as well, which I'm also quite optimistic about, which is nice. Didn't burn myself, which is quite impressive actually. See, I look chill, but I'm actually really nervous. All right, let's do this one. I'm going in, both headphones on. So again, we're gonna start with the smaller gun. I just need to stop attempting to switch guns, because that's what I do in panic. And just run. I did that one better the first time around. What's happening with me? Okay, we just need to aim for, get rid of the, I think the guys with the shields first. And so in that case, I am just gonna have to use the super shotgun, I think. Basically, I need plasma gun for that, but I just don't have it. So, all right, we're gonna go in with the super shotgun and mostly go for the guys with the shields, because they are generally the most active. Like these guys, they need to go from behind with them. No ammo. Bad news. Nice. I feel like I did that. No, I have no ammo. Wait, maybe I have to. Okay. I don't understand. I'm left with very little ammo. How am I meant to do that? And it does look like I'm just like running at people, but honestly, it's just that you have to like never stop. Look guys, I'm gonna get through this bit and I think we'll call it a night as well, because I feel like I've done over an hour as well. Alright, let's do this. I mean, the Negroni might be also doing its bad tricks. Focus. Super shotgun. Destroy the super Gornet. They just all jumped at me. I need to stop just pressing buttons. Right. Yeah, let's be consistent. Good. One. Jump. Good. See, now I'm really going on it. Okay, that was useful. So I just don't know what to do here because I've just got nothing left. I don't know what to do anymore. I can only run until grenade charges again. No, okay, if this doesn't work out, like that's me running out of ideas. Okay, so we now have a grenade, I believe. Crap. That's it. I don't know how to do this. Right, guys. We're gonna exit this because I think I'm just repeating the same bit, which is not interesting for anyone. For the sake of good old days, I do want to do a round of Quake just because it's good fun. Absolutely, feel free to log out and stuff. But it's my favorite game. I have to play it. And before I do that, just Quack, where are you? Yeah, you see, I am a nerd. I do have games, not just a fake gamer girl. Cool. Yeah, so as I say, it's a really interesting time to place yourself as an active agent where you live, which is the neighborhood. I suppose your workplace, where you're able to organize. But is that enough? Because we see governments around the world either failing its citizens or utilizing this moment to create more oppressive surveillance techniques and or borders. So once again, even like I kind of really hate this whole like comparison when we look at other countries and go like, hey, but look, they provided this like X amount of supports more than those others, and that's somehow meant to be the example, but like fear not, of course they will impose a lot of the time. That money that they have, even I'm thinking of like Scandinavian countries or whatnot, like it comes from some sort of like blood money coming through, whether that's like their financial dealings or money laundering, etc. So sure, it's fine, cool, like they don't get challenged that much, they clean that money more quietly than perhaps Russia or UK does. So they're able to provide for their citizens in that sense and create that sort of consensus, etc. But there's just this idea that somehow that state money is that those states are allowed to exist because they care for their citizens more in that sense. And I just don't know, I think it's such a false narrative. And it's really important for us to challenge that at all times when we see it. When it comes to, I suppose, and it's so tricky right now because as individuals, there's so little to do, right? So again, forming, and as the radical left, we've been, again, really, really depends where you are. I'm talking about UK right now. There's been so much attention and wasted time been given to the Corbynist project, for instance, that we are left with so little right now. And I'm so angry to all the people that used to be on the radical left that kind of sold out for the project. And there was a way of doing this that perhaps combined the two, but they really just decided to just really shit on a lot of radical left, and now they're just in irrelevance, and it's just sad for a lot of that energy that's left. Yes, we'll just, to clean my palate, I have to play a bit of Quake. So we're just waiting for a game now. But I've been, I'm gonna read that quote that I read at the beginning of the stream, also at the end, just to encourage us to really think about how, even from the place that we're in right now, and I'm realizing now that I'm talking to such a bourgeois part of the economy, the people that are self-isolating. Gosh, they're again, as I say, with such huge swathes of population that not only can't afford to self-isolate, they are the key workers, right? And we're not even talking about the death rate that is happening. I feel like I'm in such a bubble, and I'm yet to know people that are seriously ill. But at some point, this is going to be a generational event, and I feel like I'm living history, and yet I feel so impotent in it. I feel so, though I do my bits and bobs, I think of, how we think of historical moments, whether that's 1918 Italy, or 1942 Berlin or something, and you always hear of those heroic people that are really use this moment to somehow resist what was being composed on them. And yet here I am playing Quake, and it just, of course, I do my bits and bobs in my everyday, whether that's in my workplace and whether that's in my neighborhood, etc. But I cannot help but be depressed for just the lack of real structures that I feel were much more in place back then. This is where the quad spawns. It's such a shame. So Quake and Doom, the reason why I'm kind of playing one after the other, I suppose, is because you will be more than aware that these are intellectual properties that have come from id games back in the 90s, and they're sister games, right? And yet Doom has had such a beautiful revival for it. Whereas, my ping is terrible. That might be an issue. Whereas Quake just didn't get that same treatment, and we have Quake Champions, which is just, it's been around for 3 years, and everyone just knows this is a dead game. Oh, you see my ping is just too much, 231. I might have to quit. It's probably because I'm streaming, right? Yeah, look at the frames lost, I can't play like this. So yeah, I was saying the internet companies, though I have fiber internet, I cannot, the internet companies are throttling internet because, either because everyone's using it so much, but I have a feeling that they are actually just throttling it, actively throttling it. So although I pay for, fiber internet, my ping is at 200 right now, even though I'm just only live streaming.
Waffe ist bereit.
everyone's just moving like this, I can't see anything. So we might have to call it night. Come on. I was hoping I can deliver good rails. Alas, not. Oh, damn it. So yeah, so although it's made by the same people, Quake Champions and Doom, like... everyone's just jumping, I can see fuck all. Quake Champions just didn't get the same amount of love, and it's a completely dead game. QuakeCon got cancelled, which is heartbreaking as well. QuakeCon is one of the times in the year where I just can't see enemies.
Incoming quad.
Okay, let's set up a quad at least. So right now I picked that up, there wasn't even a sound for that.
Quad spawned. Enemy has the quad.
This is just not fun now for anyone involved. We'll see, I'll give it a couple more. Oh, to be fair, they are just also a better team. Like, look at our score. 920, that's just bad. But yeah, my ping is 200. Normally it's like 15. So this is just really difficult to play. Bloody coronavirus stopping my internet. What the hell? But yeah, I really worry also about like the cult of gaming right now, the cult of gaming through whilst we're in this situation. That's why like I made those couple of videos in the last, like I made a couple of laptops on this. And to me they just seem like such obvious points. Like, you know, again as someone, I don't know, again, Foucauldian, Adornian, whatever you want to call it, like I think about the kind of power that is imposed on us at all times. And right now we're having to engage in a culture that... No, I literally can't game. Like, it's very, very difficult. Okay, one more, but... Like, you could see the guy was just flying and can't see anything. Yeah, no, this is actually ridiculous. Again, my ping is 200.
Incoming protection.
Get back on those. Anyways. I'll just put Steam. The impotence of Steam. Or maybe I've got something better. Yeah. Oop. Patreon and no, that's not the one. That one. And how do I make it full screen now? Oh, I'm not sure. Fine, we'll just put Steam then. Yeah, there's just so much impotence in where we find ourselves, and there's so much that can be done with it. Yeah, so if you can do it within your neighborhood, please do. Within your workplace, please do. Again, a lot of the time it's just the case of like, well, right now, whether you're on Zoom, you know, just having people, I think that social aspect is very, very important. Then, of course, and when I say, you know, please do something, you know, it's just that there's almost too much to mention about the type of human suffering that is taking place right now that is completely unnecessary. Like, I am mortified to think of what is happening in the United States right now, and what is going to the level of death that is coming that way. That is just completely unnecessary, but because there's just no healthcare, it's really going to happen. Russia as well, like I have a lot of relatives there. The level of disinformation that is happening there, that people they're calling it, they're recorded 6-time jump in deaths of pneumonia in January, and then in February they changed the death figures to say that it's 7% lower. I mean, it's ridiculous. And again, people are dying of pneumonia rather than anything else. So yeah, just the level of disinformation that is out there is really, really scary. And I don't know about you, but I literally lay at night and think about those things, and I get anxious about those things. And I just, again, like, I'm amazed that people are able to even bring life to, actually have kids in this world and that sort of stuff. I'm just like, I can't even not have anxiety about these things, even with just my mum around, my friends and partners or something, let alone anything like this. And so it seems like a very, very fundamental moment. We're also full of emotion, but also full of apathy and full of nihilism, and like my motivation sometimes is so at zero. But as I say, I always keep remembering of those moments. Or like Working Class History, for instance, another amazing Twitter and Facebook account that every day kind of remembers historical figures that actually did something at moments like this. And if we just remain impotent, like there won't be people from our generation that did create a change during this time. And look, let's not kid ourselves, nothing will stay the same after this. As in the countries that have already leaned more towards the dictatorship will just go there. And the countries that are where liberty is not only just valued, but there's a veneer of it being some sort of social good. There's perhaps an opportunity there to play with that and really turn the status quo towards our needs. And again, I just want to reread the quote that I think really clicked a lot for me during this particular time. And I'm not going necessarily into detail too much, because also I wanna stream Frostpunk as well, since it was an honorable second, and maybe we can get into more of the other things. But just this, I read at the beginning of the stream, and I think it's so powerful. And if I can leave you with that, I think that's really, really, I don't know, it really inspired me, and in my everyday I try to use it as much as I can. So this is me saying, again in the comments, just sort of posing a question that I've been thinking about this a lot. How does direct action look without being allowed to congregate? Historically, all social movements have related on it so heavily. Of course, because it was possible and unimaginable to do it otherwise. Like, protest was impossible without people congregating. So we need a new set of tactics, and we need them soon. And yeah, again, my friend just said, sabotage, graffiti, and other defacement, bumper strikes, dead drops, synchronized distributed action, digger diving, cyber occupation, ludism, rent strike, slowdowns, lockouts, sit-ins, sick-ins, popular non-obedience, reverse strikes, vehicle blockades, nights of war, days of soap. This is the last sentence is a reference to an incredible book that, was very, very cute in my early 20s, late teenage years. Now I'm a bit maybe more forward-looking, but it's called Days of War, Nights of Love, which really describes the type of protest culture that a lot of people find themselves in, that is really able to create the type of social reproduction that really keeps people in the movement. So yeah, Days of War, Nights of Love, if you want to Google that book, then that's really interesting. So yes, look, at all times I think about my own hypocrisy in these things. I think most of us hopefully do. And yes, please do as much as you can, as I say, within your locality, although that's also already a Burra privilege to even have one, within your workplace. And let's stay put. Let's see how we can combine the two together, and hopefully through putting those roots deeply there and stably there, when time comes and we understand at least the beginnings of the end to this, or in general just the new beginnings, we can somehow, I guess, incorporate those two and see what happens. But yeah, anxiety is running very high. I am one of the lucky ones. I think most of us are. But let's not be complacent. Let's somehow stay motivated, even in these very, very more than usual alienating times, thank you so much for watching. I am so thankful for all the people that support me materially. Like, absolutely, it's a gift to be able to share my thoughts and make it somehow sustainable. And it's day 16 again. Like, I think about this and I daydream about this a lot. Hey, but look, if only, like, surely, of course, there are ways for me to just, you know, go out and do things and really not tell anyone, but I'll just be out and about, like, robbing this or doing that, etc. You know, and but then you still have to think about, no, but like, no, I still have housemates, you know, I still have to think about their safety in this. And it's so debilitating to not be able to do basically direct action in this situation. So yeah, let's try and rethink how we can incorporate the type of protest of the everyday into the odd positions that we're in. But yeah, let's not all be content creators. Because again, I'm referencing to my own impotence, right? Like, what's the point of just talking about this stuff if we can't actually do? But I would like to think that the quote that I just rewrote previously somehow maybe gives a bit of inspiration of the type of things that we could come up with. Thank you so much for watching, and this will be uploaded soon. Yeah, the struggle continues, and oh my god, has it intensified. All the love. Bye bye.